Hello, everyone. My name is Terrence, and I'm gonna be telling you the three events I went to for my storytelling event. The very first event was Laugh Factory. It was it was on a Friday night. Uh, a Friday night. It was around like 8 o'clock, 8:30. I think that's when it started. So we got there. It was pretty packed. It was me, Steve, Lambert, and Isaac. It was pretty packed. It was by downtown. It was a 20-minute drive. I remember. It was downtown. The atmosphere was perfect. I actually like where it was at. It was like in a movie theater kind of. You show them the ticket, you good. You go down there. You have like assigned seats. You have assigned seats, and you can't change your seats when you get there. And they ask if you want water, snacks, and you have to get some. So we all get water. But at the end, the lady low key got us. You gotta pay for the water. It's like four per water. It's 20, $30. So she got us with that water stuff. So yeah. But the experience, the actors, they was all amazing. They made me laugh actually. This is something I never went to before. This was my first time. I had a good time actually, and I actually learned something is to be confident in what you're saying. Even though they was talking about the most random shit, they was confident into what they were saying. That's why it made them didn't sound like dumb or anything, 'cause they was confident. And they all was funny, and they was not like nervous not to put themselves out there. They was always putting themselves out there. Uh, I think they was prepared. They had the body language. They had eye contact. They was looking in the crowd. They was asking the people questions. Uh, I feel like what would have worked if they had like visuals, cause sometimes I didn't understand what they was talking about, and they was just talking about things I didn't know, and wish I had visuals to show. Um, but overall, the feeling of this event. The first event was really perfect. The only problem was we had to pay for that $30 for water was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, $30 for water is crazy. And like she made us get the water too. That's the only problem with that was that the waiter was making us get. She was begging us to get water so bad, so bad. And the water was like the cheap water too. So but the the Twitch live event was really weird. Uh, so this so the person they was making eye contact, but they had notes in their hands, but like the microphone was muffled. It was a weird experience, I ain't gonna lie. Uh, I wouldn't watch it again because the purpose of the event, it was like a stand-up comedy Twitch live event. But like he had notes and he was looking down the whole time. He had, I mean, his body language just go over the chair. He was funny though. I forgot his name, but he was really funny, and he had tone in his voice too. That's another question. He had tone, so he was funny. Um, but weird experience because usually you would see like stand up comedies in real life, but this one was online. Really different environment. I like the different environment, but just like maybe a different person because he was looking at his notes a lot. Looked like it was his first time doing it compared to the other event. Like they've been doing it for a long time. He got some good actors. Like the person who was bringing the actors on were all like this is a living. Like they do this for their living. Like and they was saying real funny shit. And that's why I really I really like that Laugh Factory. I would suggest everyone to go there, in my opinion, because it would get you a good laugh. And back to what I was saying about that Twitch live event. The Twitch live event, it was alright because I stayed from home. I watched on Twitch and at 8, and I was watching it. He was making me laugh, but he was just looking down the whole time. What could be improved? He could have studied more his notes, and so he didn't have so much note cards because he was flipping. The area, the background was clean. Like it was a nice vibe. It was just not. It was just missing something. I don't know. I don't know. It was missing something. It was just. It was just that something. I don't know. It was missing a lot of things, and overall, I'll give like a mm, like a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. But I'll give that. You know, in the second event, the Scott real Whithair. It's the event, the free event. Uh, the free event. God, I can't think. Free event. Scott talks about a 23-year-old man. Here, I have it in my notes. He hasn't seen his family in a bit. He talks about COVID. Considering a child, he describes that he wouldn't leave his kitchen, not a single drop. He was a very funny man. Scott was a very funny man. He was talking about his family, how uh they got paper towels, napkins. They didn't. Basically, he grew up. His grandpa his pulled whiskey out, hit the sink, and shared 2 bottles together. So Scott had a Scott. Its stories were really funny. He had a good body language. He had the posture, tone, the area of the place. I like it was free because who doesn't like a free event? Laugh Factory was $30 indeed, but so it doesn't matter. The Laugh Factory was still a good event, but this event was free, and that gives the more plus. And even though I was a little sick, but I think it was still making me laugh when I was sick. Uh, it was Scott, Kevin, Demonte Shari. I don't know how to say her name. She talks about she could advise her friends. This was COVID. She could surprise visit her friends, vice versa. Talks about different song snippets, artists, stuff like that. Scott talks about yeah, let's talk about Scott already. But yeah, I like this event because they were just telling each other like their stories and like something funny. And they was chill with it. It was like chill. They had chill tone. That's why I like this event more than the Twitch live event. Because Twitch live they didn't have tone. The stand ups have tone. That's what I realized about these events. The online ones don't have much tone, but the the online one don't have tone, but the real lives do. Makes it real. Yeah. All right. Here's some questions about class. Pull them up. All right. What did you like about class? What did you like about the class? Uh, I liked how we engaged with each other. Uh, as a class, I feel like we was not shy. We were just really together. We really bonded together. You can tell by the first day we got there and the last day. We was really just like that with everybody together. We wasn't really shy. We broke that shy like really first week. And yeah, I don't think that's the one thing I like about the class. We wasn't shy. And we wasn't shy to say anything. We always gave a point. And yeah. What stuck out to you? What stuck out was that we all had different type of point of views. We all had different point of views, so that's what struck out. Like we all had different type of point of views, and we never judged. That's what stuck out to me. We never judged anyone. I like that because people usually judge people because they don't sound like this or talk. I don't know. People judges. They judge. What is something you learned that surprised you? Practicing. Yeah, I'm not really practicing. I procrastinate. So practicing when I was practicing my speeches, that's something I learned to use for later in my life. Is more practice is better. It's alright to practice, TJ. You know, it's alright to practice, and it's alright to you know be okay in practice. Uh, what would you have liked to know more about? I would like to have like more learn more about was talking slower and not letting my mind talk but not my lips. That's my main problem. Stuff. I be mumbling, not mumbling. I be can't get the words out because I be like too ahead in my brain, and I'm trying to like catch up. So I feel like I need to slow down. But that's really the biggest thing. But overall, not being so nervous. Like can't be so nervous. Like it'll be fine. Like I got this. Like that was another thing. I was be a little sometimes nervous, even though I'll be fine. I'll just be nervous. It'd be like that, man. You can't be nervous. If it's any changes you can make to the classes, what would it be? That's what I was saying. Any changes to the classes? I wish I low key like the online speeches. I love the report speech. I feel like that was my best speech. I loved it because I don't know. I like doing online speeches more. I like talking to the camera, but that's just me. I love online speeches. That was the only changes in the class I would make more online speeches. But I feel like the speeches, the class is fine. I like how it is. Nothing really needs to be changed in class. I really do really like how it is. Will you take away from this class and use it from the what would you take from this class and use it in the real class outside the class? All right. So what would you use this class outside the classroom in real life? I'll use using your voice. You gotta use your voice, body language, your hands when you're talking to other people. You gotta use your body. You gotta use your tone. You gotta use your hands. You gotta use your voice out here. You gotta use it. You gotta use it in the uh job interview, all this straight up. You gotta stand straight. You gotta do this lighting on your face. You gotta do this. Make sure you do. Make sure you have a PowerPoint. Make sure the PowerPoint is good. Make sure you have everything fine. The font's different. Don't make it have the same Times New Roman. So there's a lot of things I'm gonna take outside of this class and use it in the real world. The answer is yes, I will. And I feel like this class really has bring me outside the comfort zone, and I like to thank that. I always thank this class because it brought me out the comfort zone, and it always you can be chill and be yourself in that class. Uh, I love public speaking. Really was not not my best, not my favorite thing to do, but I loved it. Thank you. And yeah, this is Terrence.